Hey everybody. Okay, so this workout is a quick 10 to 15 minute workout for folks who are just trying to shake out the day. If you sit a lot at your work, at a desk or in a chair, and you just need to get the blood flowing and make sure that you are stabilizing your core, this is for you. So let's get started. I do have hand weights. If you want to use hand weights, ankle weights, wrist weights, you can. You can also do this with nothing at all. Okay, so first we're going to do is stretch out everything because we've been sitting and compressing our spine, okay? So I want you to spread your legs greater than shoulder width apart, and I want you to reach. So push your palms up as if you could touch the ceiling, okay? Some of you might be able to. That's never gonna happen to me. And just keep stretching, and you're gonna feel it all the way. And I just want you to rock gently back and forth. Not a ton. Make sure that you're keeping in line, your hips in line, tuck them under if you need to. Your back in line, you're not pushing your neck down or up. We're still pushing our heels up to the ceiling and just rocking back and forth, okay? Now take them down, wiggle them out, shake your shoulders out. Then I want you to reach like this and then reach over here, and you're gonna feel it pull all the way down. We really have to engage our core because it's been compressed all day in a chair, sitting at a desk. If you don't have an opportunity to have a standing desk, it can just, we get into these sort of lazy positions, right? So we just want to awaken that whole upper body, okay? Feel the blood going? I can. If you want to use hand weights, you can, but I don't think you should for this one. All right, upper body set. All right, get back into place. Now we're going to open up our hips. Our hips have been probably tucked under, or if you sit kind of cockeyed in your chair or on a couch, we want to make sure that we're opening everything back up. So the best way to do this is called a gate swing. So we're just going to bring our leg up, right? We can flex our heel, flex our foot up, and then reach it out and come back down. Okay? We're going to do it again. Can you feel it? If you have to hold on to something for balance, that's fine. The goal is to eventually not need something to balance, to just catch yourself as you need to. Okay? So you're going to bring it up 90 degrees. Right, 90 degrees or as close as you can, down, tilt it back, up, out, down. We're opening up those hips. A lot of times, especially my age, we get this IT band and our hip flexors, and they start to get real tight. We want to just open that back up. It will prevent like calcification in our bones. We don't want like knots on our bones or on our hips. Okay, good. Now we're going to repeat the same on the other side. Flex that foot, up, 90 degrees out, come back down, repeat. This is it. If you're losing balance, that's fine. We all have to start somewhere, and some people just have better centers of gravity than others. There's no judgment. Just do the darn workout, okay? So we've got about, see, we're on 4. We're gonna do 3 more, okay? Just opening up that hip, open up the pelvis. We're just really making sure, we're undoing what we've just done for 7 or 8 hours at our desk, okay? And one more. Great, perfect. Now we're up. We've got our upper body loosened up a little bit. We've got our hips loosened up. Now we're going to reach up this hand and we're going to touch the opposite heel, okay? Again, if you need to hold on to something for your balance, that's totally fine. But we're just trying to get the blood to come from one end of the body to the other quickly, okay? We want to reinvigorate our body. It's easy once we get done with work to feel like, I just want to sit on the couch. And if you want to, that's totally fine, okay? There's nothing against that. However, if we can make our bodies sort of wake back up, sometimes we can change the course of our body wanting to just lay down. And we think, you know what? I could do one thing before I settle in for the evening, okay? Or if you have small kids like me, you don't get to settle in. All right, now we're gonna switch to the other side. Ready? This hand, this heel. You got this. Look at that. You're doing great. Waking up that body right after a long day at the office. You're doing good. Halfway done on this. Just keep breathing. Great. Are you starting to feel more energized? Do you hate me? Okay, now we've got low rows. So this one I do recommend using either one dumbbell or 2. I'll show you with one because it's pretty self-explanatory with two. But when we're sitting, we know we have to keep our abdominals strong, right? That helps us sit up straight and proper. But in order to have tight abdominals, you also have to support that with our lower back muscles, okay? So we do that with a row. So I want you to sit into your heels. So you're putting all the weight in your heels. You're pushing your tush back. Your knees should not go over your toes, okay? Back. We're gonna reach the weight out. We're gonna pull it in and squeeze. So your chest is out. You're feeling it right here alongside your spine, okay? Pull. This is not a fast one. We're not trying to do it as quick as possible. We're trying to make sure that we are building that muscle, focusing on that muscle. If you want to do more weight, you can do more weight. If you want to hold on to two dumbbells, totally fine. Hold on to two. The idea is that we're going to support our core, support our abdominals with a nice set of back muscles so that our spine also doesn't sort of slouch down. I have scoliosis, so my spine just kind of sinks down. So having a nice strong back by exercising my back muscles is a big important factor for me, okay? Let's do 3 more. Nice job. Okay, now we're gonna move the blood in our calf muscles. Sometimes those can cramp up or our ankles can swell because we've been sitting all day. So I'm gonna show you heel raises 3 ways, okay? The first one is straight on. Your feet are about shoulder width or hip width apart, and you're just gonna come up on your toes, on the balls of your feet, and then sink back down. Again, this is not a fast one. We're not trying to see how quickly we can do it. We're coming up, we're squeezing that ball in the top of our calves, we're imagining a ball there, right? Squeezing this muscle right in here and coming up and going down slow. Nice and controlled up, nice and controlled down. If your legs or your feet are wobbly, join the club, no problem there, okay? And keep those knees bent. A lot to think about. We're gonna do 3 more on this one. All right, now, I told you 3 ways. Here's the next one. We're going to keep your heels about where they were, but we're going to put our toes out as if they're at like 10 and 2, okay? And we're going to do the same thing. Keep your knees bent, come up and down. We're just hitting a different angle in that calf muscle, okay? You'll feel it. You'll feel where it's different on the outside, okay? And up and down. 5 more, you got this. 2 more, and keep breathing. Good job. Now we're gonna bring our toes in. This feels tight for me because I lifted with my legs yesterday, but bend your knees, come up and down. You might be wobbly like me on this one, but you're gonna feel this is also gonna hit a different part of your calves. Start with 10, right? Each way. If you can do more later on, but wait and see what your calves feel like tomorrow because you can really tear those things up. 5 more, okay? You're doing great. Two more. Awesome, okay. Now we're gonna do a wide sumo squat. If you wanna use the hand weights held here or like this together, totally fine. I'm gonna do it without. When we take our squat out wide and with our toes out, we're working our tush that we've just sat on, and it's provided us with cushion all day, okay? If we can make that strong, that's gonna help us out, okay? So toes out, our heels are farther apart than shoulder, and we're gonna settle into those heels, okay? So sink your weight into those heels, like I can lift my toes up. Sink into those heels and come as far down as you can, and then you come up, tuck your hips under and squeeze that tush. Okay, so way back, come up, tuck under, squeeze it. You're doing great. Sink way down in there. Push that tush to the back wall and then pull up your hips, your pelvis, tuck it under. Remember, all that weight is in your heels. If you need balance, grab whatever you need to do. If you need to have a chair right here, that's totally fine. We're gonna do 5 more. You've got this. Doing great. Squeeze. 2 more. Can you feel it? 1 more. Sink into those heels. Come up, tuck it under. Great job. Okay, now we're gonna do an upright row. I'll show you how to do it with 1 weight, but if you wanna use 2, you're just gonna stack the weights next to each other, okay? With an upright row, because so often we look down at our computers, it can create this hump in the back of our neck. Don't want that, I don't think. So we're gonna try and work on strengthening that area there. We wanna keep our knees bent and our stomach in, like pull our belly button into the spine kind of feeling, so that we're strengthening our core to do this. We're gonna grab onto our weight or weights, and you're just gonna pull it up, like chin level and down, okay? Up, you can feel it all the way through your back and into the tops of your shoulder caps, right? If you have shoulder issues, use a very light weight. If you wanna get huge, use a big heavy weight. But you can feel it no matter what. If you concentrate on those muscles, you can feel it. Watch how my elbows are moving. If you have carpal tunnel, you can wrap your thumbs around the front. That will help take some of that pressure off. 4 more. Keep breathing. You should be getting warm now. And 1. Okay, nice work. All right. Now, we just have 1 more thing. You can do this, okay? I want you to squat. Again, we're gonna work all that lower body, okay? And your feet are about shoulder width apart. You're gonna squat down, and then I want you to bring a knee up. Squat down, bring a knee up. As slow as you have to do this for your balance, do it. If you want to go faster, you can go as fast as you want on this one. As long as you're getting that squat in a healthy way where your knees aren't going over your toes, right? Where you're sticking that tush way out in the back. All this is doing is reminding our body, you are alive. You're out of work now, or close to out of work. And now we get to wake back up. Revive your body, remind it. Get the oxygen flowing. Feel good. You're doing great. Couple more. Can you hear your knees cracking? Can you hear mine cracking? Doing great. 1 more each side, and then you're done. Awesome job. Wake that body up. Do this every day after you get done with work. Just gets your blood moving, gets you feeling better, and gets some of those kinks out. I'm Dr. Meredith. Come back and see me again.